Hi, and welcome to another video from David Britton Estates. Today we are in Kirkland and we are visiting this wonderful property called Flosh. I'll show you that in a moment, but as always requested, first thing to do is show you the positioning. We're quite rural. Kirkland is in the Eden Valley. Absolutely beautiful location. Over here we've got Pennine Fells, which are large and very visible, and that leads up to Crossfell, which is the largest mountain in the Pennine Fells. So the positioning is stunning. Over in the distance over here we have the Lake District National Park. There's Blencathra just over there, but let's show you around a bit of this property, and we're going to start outside today. The plot sits at around about an acre and has been beautifully tended to. So we've got great vegetable plots here, which obviously look as if they're producing really well, which is great. And this side of the garden is a really attractive spot, and I can imagine the views over here would be a wonderful thing to be able to take up. So there we are. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is wander around and show you the this section of garden. There's quite a lot to the rear, and it'll make a lot more sense as we go round. So I'm going to wander up to the front, show you the front of the property, then show you some of the internals. And we've got, when we get just through here, absolutely bag loads of parking. But we've got this enormous barn connected to this rather large sandstone family home. So let's show you the rest of this. I'd like to show you the front so you can get a good idea on how architecturally this looks. It's got lots of lovely little features. If you look at the small windows which are inset, there's a bit of age to the property as well, and it does show that. However, the vendors have looked after it very well. Pointing's been done, the windows seem in good condition, everything throughout looks great. But if you look, that is a wonderful period sandstone property. So let's go inside and have a look. Okay. So we're going to start off by coming into this lovely entrance hall, which is all full of sandstone, beamwork, nice sandstone steps. And we've got what the current vendors are using as a bit of a library and study area. And quite a nice, inspiring view over the front of the property. And then going across the abundance of sandstone flags, we go into a utility room or a larder, which is amazing. Sandstone flags all the way around. This property oozes period charm, and it really does. Even simple things, and I just love that. From a photography perspective, that is an absolutely beautiful thing. And several hundred years old as well, which makes it astounding. But I'll show you a quick sneak preview. That's the kitchen, so we'll go through to there in a moment. Into here, we've got again loads of beamwork. This arched beam, which goes over the fireplace. An inset multi-fuel burning stove. And then we lead through into this sunroom. And the sunroom has these beautiful, beautiful views in literally every direction. Now I won't spoil the front garden and, the rear garden, but I'm going to take you out there shortly and show you everything out there. So we're going to come back to the kitchen in a moment, which as I pointed out is just there. But we're going to go upstairs, have a look at the bedrooms first. Yeah, stunning window. But again, these stone steps lead up to a lot of oak, a lot of beamwork, a lot of traditional elements. And we go into just one of the bedrooms, looks over the front of the property. And then we have this other double room that looks over the rear and the view. And then we've got this bedroom here. And normally I don't go up loft ladders, but this is a little bit different. This is a kind of a set of Swedish steps, I think they class them as. But that takes you up to this great little mezzanine, which they've currently got as a games area, somewhere to store the toys and bits. But it's yeah, pretty incredible. Now, normally I wouldn't take you into the loft, but the start of these beams are so beautiful that I couldn't just show you and give you a sneak peek of how that follows all the way through. The pure craftsmanship that was put together when they were building this property is just out of this world. So now I'm going to take you and show you the further bedrooms. I'm trying not to bang my head. Okay, so let's wander through. And as we come into here, we have a lovely shower room, which is nice and neutral, done to a good standard. We have a family bathroom, which incorporates a roll-top bath, which looks very, very nice. And then we go into the master bedroom. Now, the master bedroom is huge, plenty of space, and then it leads through to a wonderful light-filled dressing room and some pretty spectacular views. One of my favourite parts is this really unusual window that looks over and looks into this beautiful barn, which we're going to go and have a look at in just a moment. So, wandering back through the house, there's so much of this, I'm going to get fit at this rate. We come into this wonderful family kitchen. Now, again, we've got lots of sandstone. There's a really nice feel in here. No country kitchen is complete without an Aga. And we also have lots of sandstone reveals in the windows, a nice window seat. Let me take you through to this kind of boot room section that leads on through, after those mucky walking days, through to a ground floor shower room, which is incredibly helpful. Now, this doorway leads through to the next part, which is maybe potential. So what we have is a lovely sized barn, lots of original beams, but as you can see, it's been felted and battened, so the roof has been relaid at some point, which is a really good cost-saving element, keeping this lovely space nice and dry. Now, this barn, obviously subject to the relevant planning consents, could be converted into, well, pretty much anything you like, if you wanted to do it as an existing attachment to the main building. So this as a pre-done extension is wonderful. There is the potential, subject to planning, to be able to consider this as maybe a holiday let, or to add as a work-live environment if you wanted to, I don't know, repair some classic cars or work from home from various different points. So nice to have the flexibility to be able to do that, and a huge space to work with. So we're going to go outside and we'll look at the garden momentarily. As you can see, it's very, very warm and hot and sunny out here. And the garden is absolutely awash with sun. It's amazing. So the last room I'm going to show you is in here. And it's already pretty much partially converted. And they're currently using it as a bit of sort of games room. But God, I'd love to have worked from an office like this. Plenty of light. Views out the windows are lovely. And as I say, it's partially converted and shows you, as it's the same footprint as the barn, or same height, that what you can actually do with the barn next door if you decided you wanted to convert it. So, moving on to the next part, as this video is ticking on in time, and I can't believe how much there is to show. But what we've got is, again, if you wanted to, absolutely loads of parking. Got a little stone shed, which is quite cute. You could use that easily as a little potting shed, somewhere to store the lawnmower, I believe. That's what they're currently doing. But you've got this great garden. Now, we can't forget that the views in every direction are absolutely beautiful. And my favourite view of this house is very much from this angle. I think it's absolutely stunning. So I'll walk you through, show you these parts of the formal gardens. And that's obviously where the sunroom's positioned. And yeah, what a beauty. But last, but by all means not least, the current owners have had this as a kind of little meadow section, which again, it's just a lovely extra bit of space. And my kids would love running through this, but it takes you all the way around. And the final thing you get is a nice little seating area, taking in these magnificent views. This property is currently on the market for £650,000. It's stunning. And if you're interested, please give us a call on 01768 88 1111. Thank you.